kí olúkúlùkù wa kó fayọ̀ lọ sílé wọn. Ilé tá a fi sílẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́. Iṣẹ́ tá a fi sílẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́. Gbogbo nǹkan wa ẹ bá wa mójútó. Wọ́n ní òjò kìí rọ̀ ká má rí ipasẹ̀ rẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn ìpàdé yìí ẹ jẹ́ kó olúkálùkù wa kínú wo dùn. Ká máa tọ́ka sí pé nígbà tí mo lọ sí ìpàdé ní Georgia nǹkan báyìí lọ́lọ́run ṣe fún mi. Ẹni ká máa wá àlàáfíà Jerusalem. Ẹni àwọn tó fẹ́ àṣerere. Èyí ni pé ká máa wá àǹfààní ìlú abínibí wa. À ń wá àǹfààní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ká lè ṣe rere. Olúwa ẹ jọba nílùú náà. Kí àlàáfíà yín kó máa rè nílùú náà. Ẹ má jẹ́ kógun ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́tẹ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ìjàgboro kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ dìwà mú. Nígbà tá a bá sì padà sọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ jẹ́ kí a ríra wa ká tún yọ̀ mọ́ra wa ká mọ́ra wa kò ní forúkọ yín lókè ọ̀pá láé àti láéláé.
Thank you, sir. Okay, chapter will do us.
Well, I just came from my end. I don't belong to the chapter.
Okay, thank you so much.
Adéọlá Ọládipúpọ̀ ọ̀la láti Nassau, Maryland,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Babatunde Omotola, Ilé Kẹ́ṣinú Ìsàlẹ̀ Àfọ̀n, Dallas chapter.
Thank you, sir.
Dallas chapter, Emmanuel Adekunle Igoke, Ilé Ààrẹ Àgbò, Akínpẹ̀wá Akẹ̀sán.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Láyé dúró ṣàwo ilé ìbára ọba níjẹ̀rú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Dallas chapter àwa àjẹwúrè àfihànnú aró oko ni wá a sì ń roko dáadáa láàfin dáadáa.
Ẹ ṣe pọ̀. Ẹjọ́ láfikún tá a bá dárúkọ wa orúkọ ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká dárúkọ chapter níbi tá a ti wá. Ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. Over to you. Over to you, sir.
Aṣíwájú Isaac Akínkùnmí ilé onílùbá ìsàlẹ̀ làkà Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Ìjẹ̀rú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Georgia chapter.
Ẹ ṣe púpọ̀, sir. Daddy. Yeah.
Adégbóyèga Adéníran ilé Adéníran Akọ́dà Ṣèkó ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ níbodè Ìkòyí. Current chairman of Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Sons and Daughters, the current chapter, the current president of Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Patrons for the Advancement of Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Land, based in Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ under the umbrella of OSDNA.
Mommy. Chapter will let you know. Thank you so much.
Adérẹ̀mí Adéwálé Ilé Kọ́yẹ̀mú New York chapter. Okay, Tara.
That's it.
This Sunday I did near Jero Dish.
Thank you, sir.
New York.
Please, can we have some silence, please?
New York chapter.
Lawrence Adegbile,
Ọmọlé Bara ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ làkà òkùnkàdó onílù. I'm from New York chapter.
Thank you, sir. Sir.
Fẹ́mi Abímbọ́lá, ilé agbálẹ̀ Jésù, ilé agbálẹ̀ Jésù, Ìsàlùrà, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Dallas chapter.
Thank you, sir.
Fẹ́mi Àkànní, ilé ọlọ́yà,
Chapter will let you answer.
Minnesota.
Thank you for coming.
Samuel Akande, ọmọlé alápá òjì nísàlẹ̀ ọ̀rá lọ́jà àgbò. Èmi náà lẹ̀ wò yí o. Georgia chapter.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sami, o gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ o.
Olúwọlé Alàgbé, ilé abẹ́gá, òkè lérí, Florida chapter.
Thank you so much.
Florida chapter.
Thank you, sir. Mommy, what? Thank you so much. I will now come to this table here. That the orúkọ yín àti the chapter that belongs to.
Thomas Bankole, ilé ìṣẹ́ wò ní òkè Ìbàrà, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Canada ní ibi tí wá.
You're welcome, sir.
Báṣọ̀run tó dákàn ilé ajíjẹ dídùn. Àwọn ọmọ jíjẹ dídùn ní òkèlè rí. Ní England.
Emmanuel Oyelọlá, ilé atọ́ba tẹ́lẹ̀, Ìjẹ̀rù, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Missouri tàbí ìfúnmọ́jọ́ jẹ́ àti àkàlà àdàsẹ́ ẹrújú láti yà. Gbogbo oníwà ń bẹ̀ tí àfidára fún ọjọ́ jẹ́ àwọn ọjọ́ jẹ́ wọ́n ń ṣe bẹ́bẹ́ o.
Orúkọ mi ni Dr. Olúbísí Àlàbí, ilé Akínlálú, ọjà Àjẹrù.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, sir.
Lọ́jà chapter.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, sir. Ẹ ṣé mà.
Èmi tó yá àkànbí, ilé Aléké Ìjẹ̀rù. Ayé òfin mo mú lẹ́nu àgbẹ̀ yìí. Houston ni màmá gbé. Mo ní dágbó àìrò.
Ok, ẹ ṣé gan ni, sir.
Fún ṣọ́ọ̀jọ́, ojú àbá. Ìyàwó lè mi o.
Fọlọ́run ṣòjò, ilé àgbà ọjà ẹ̀kọ́.
Chapter will let you.
Àti tíátà Maryland láti wá.
Ok. Ẹ láti rí wọn. Mọ́mí yẹn gbọ́ rẹ̀.
Èmi ní ìyá àfin Adérìntàn.
Yes, ma'am.
Ilé oníkẹ́kẹ́ Ayégun.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Chapter wo ni?
New England.
Okay, ma. It's last time you around.
Adérìntàn ní tèmi. Ilé Ayégun ilé oníkẹ́kẹ́ ló kò mọ̀ ṣọ́. New England chapter. Sunday, that's the New England chapter. Ilé Ìfẹ̀dẹ̀kú Olújídé Ìsàlẹ̀ Àfọ̀n.
Thank you, sir. The second table is behind the first one.
Second table, yeah, right there.
Fẹ́mi Adékọ́lá, ilé Jagunlágbé, Ìjẹ̀rù, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́.
All chapter. That means no chapter. It's going to do Pennsylvania.
Ejo, please, can you give us some silence, please?
One house.
Thank you, sir.
Janet Bamidele, ilé àdùkàn, Òṣùpá, wà ní àgbègbè ní kòtò.
Ẹ ṣé.
Maryland.
Timothy Bamidele Adédàpọ̀, ilé baálé ọkọ̀, Masufa, Washington, DC.
Thank you, sir.
Washington, DC chapter.
Thank you.
Ṣọlá Mọ́jọ́lágbé, ilé alápá òkè tara, DC Maryland chapter.
Ejo, ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àárọ̀ àrójú wọn. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Chapter.
Moses Oyebami, ilé Bara Ìjẹ̀rú, Washington DC chapter.
Thank you, sir.
Rebecca Oyebami, ilé ọlọ́yà Mọ́sífà Ògúnmọ̀ṣọ́, Washington DC chapter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alicia Adewu, ilé Abẹ́sẹ̀ Àkókò Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Washington DC.
Ẹ ṣé, ma.
Orúkọ tèmi ni Adéyẹmí Adéwòye, ilé Àjáwọ̀, Maryland chapter.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. The next table there, lẹ́yìn àwọn ará Washington DC.
Adesola David, ilé Ìdúró Masifa.
What chapter are you from, Miss?
New York.
Janet Ojedele, Georgia chapter. Ilé Ẹlẹ́gà, Akata Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́.
Thank you.
Adenikede, ilé Ẹlẹ́gà, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, New York chapter.
Thank you. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́gàrà tí wọ́n ń gbó nílé ọkọ yín.
Ilé bàbá mi, ilé Ẹlẹ́gà, Marik, ilé Oúnjù, Mọ́sífà Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́.
Thank you so much. That's my wife. Just some silence, please. Thank you, sir. Do we have any other people to have that? Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Èmi ni Oyèníran Oyèwálé. Mo wá láti Ajẹ́ ilé Balẹ̀ Kùsì. Ẹ ṣeun. Mo wá láti Rhode Island.
Alright, who is next on that table? Baba.
Olùkọ́mi, Sarah Kíndọ̀tẹ̀. Ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ lẹ́nu Sarah rẹ̀. Ọmọlé akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láyégún ní odò ọ̀gbà ní Arómọlé ìgbà
This is Deborah Falani. Láti ilé ọ̀gá Lásà l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́.
Just some silence, please.
Nísàlẹ̀ Ọ̀rá. And my mother is from Òṣùpá. This is my husband, Reverend Dr. Falani. And he ìta alásà láti wá nísàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. He is from Saki.
Thank you.
Okay. Orúkọ mi ni Blessing Akande. Ilé alápá òjì ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀.
Chapter will let you out. Thank you. Madam.
Orúkọ mi ni Fọláṣadé Adélékè Ṣèyànbádé. Ilé oníkòjú ẹ̀dùn nísàlẹ̀ Ṣàjá ni mo ti wá ni bàbá mi ti wá. Ìyá mi wá láti ilé Akínbọ́lá ìsàlẹ̀ Làkà.
Thank you so much.
Orúkọ mi ni Ọládàpọ̀ Ládèjì.
Ẹjọ́, please.
Orúkọ mi ni Ọládàpọ̀ Ládèjì ní Sàlẹ̀ Àfọ̀n, ilé aládìkalẹ̀, ọmọ bàbá ọ̀garùn. Ilé ọ̀garùn.
Thank you so much.
Dallas chapter, public relation officer, Ogbomoso Sons and Daughters of America. Agbára ẹ̀ jẹ́ máa ń gbó mi lẹ́nu.
Chapter will let you out.
Florida lè fi rìn gbé. Wọ́n ṣe ń kàwé mbẹ̀ ni. Samuel Adégbóyèga, ó kọ bàbá mi níjà Adégbóyèga. Òkè Ògbó ní àkókò.
Thank you so much. Madam.
Orúkọ mi ni Ayọ̀fúnmilọ́lá Ayọ̀dúró láti.
Please some silence, please.
Ayọ̀fúnmilọ́lá Ayọ̀dúró from Ilé Onílù Ìsàlẹ̀.
Some silence, please. Executive here.
That's New Jersey.
Thank you so much. Mommy, what do you think?
Orúkọ mi ni Dorcas ní ìdàgbà ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀ṣun lókè ìlẹ́rìn Atlanta chapter.
The gentlemen, the three gentlemen behind there, can you please introduce yourselves?
From everywhere.
Ẹjọ́ kí lorúkọ lẹ́yìn ló Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́?
Ilé àṣìpà.
Àdúgbò wo nìyẹn?
Wọ́n sì fà.
Okay, thank you so much. Chapter wo lẹ belong to sir?
Very large.
Thank you.
Orúkọ mi ni Kọ́lá Maryland chapter.
That's all. Thank you so much. And that concludes the self-introduction. But you notice where some of us, I belong to any chapter. So my life here is to have to know where you tell what affiliated to the darapọ̀. Because you know, I don't carry the more the merrier. So I want you know, can track and find time, can belong to the nearest chapter to you.
So, ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ rọ̀ wá ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí president. Àwa tá a ní chapter, kárí president. Chapter tó bá wà next to us, ní bóyá state tó bá wà next to us, tá a bá pọ̀, a lè darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe irú ẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ ẹ wo bá ṣe pọ̀ báyìí, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. Tá a ká pọ̀ báyìí, ó dáa. So gbogbo àwa tá a bá ní chapter kárí president àbí kárí secretary kó fún wa ní àwọn chapter tó súnmọ́ ẹbí tá a wà so that we can all together.
Lórí yẹn náà sá, Ìlú mi yìí 77077 ní Houston, Texas. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ débẹ̀ ní kẹ̀kọ́ sí méjì. Mo ti kú òun bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ti kú olóhàyò. So mo ti wá sinmi ní Texas. So mi ì máa bí kankan ní Houston, Texas. So kóòdù mi ni mo sọ.
No, Daddy, I'm not worried. I have 2-3 people from Houston. Because we are about to start to start boosting.
Àrẹ̀mọ́lé ọjà ìyàgò gómọ̀ tó ṣayé làkà ẹ̀kọ́ náà ní àkùngbẹ̀ iná jó.
Chapter will I belong to, sir?
Visiting from Nigeria.
Oh, you're welcome.
Lagos.
Thank you, sir. Who is next? Who is next? Go ahead.
Yeah, Onironke Olu Adesoji, Ilé Olúfọ́n Ìlàlẹ̀ Àfọ̀. And my mother is Ilé Olójú Ọ̀ṣìfà. From UK, on visiting.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So I will give the secretary now the time to read the chapter. Miss
Georgia.
Thank you. Miss.
Orúkọ mi ni Ọlámípọ̀sí Akínkùn.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody left behind?
Orúkọ mi ni Elizabeth Oyèdíkẹ́ Àjàlá, ọmọdé alápà, Òkètàrà, lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ fọyán mu. From New York.
I believe
orúkọ tèmi ní Olúwafẹ́mi ọmọ Ayọ̀lá ilé ọ̀sàlàdé níjẹ̀rò mo ń gbé ní Dallas secretary Dallas chapter. Thank you, sir. Òun sàdé làlújá àwa ló sì máa gágárí ilé ọkọ ló sì máa fọkọ ọmọ tẹlẹ díẹ̀ tèkù láàárà náà ọkọ là á fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
All right, thank you so much. This concludes our self-introduction. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ PRO, wọ́n ní very important information tó fẹ́ ṣe àgbàlú gbogbo wa.
Something very important happened and Kabiyesi took notice. He specifically said he doesn't want any selfie. Tebama ya picture, but when I don't mind you taking pictures with me, but no selfie. That is one. And Kabiyesi doesn't mind taking picture with you. However, Ola, because Tebama, each and every member has to pay $100 due, right? So, Treasurer, yes, sir. And you but it's $100 here.
In Dallas, Texas. The annual convention was hosted by the Ogbomoso Parako, North Texas, OPNT. The OSDNA Dallas chapter is headed by Mrs. Oyegoke. Right? Yes. The first day of convention was pre-convention night, just like we have now. And the second day was the main convention, which was divided into 3 sessions. The morning session, afternoon session, and night session, which is party. The pre-convention night started with registration of attendees at around 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Opening prayers said by Mrs. Deborah Falade, Georgia chapter. The welcome address, the Ogbomoso Sons and Daughter in North America President, Dr. Mrs. Adejoke Alayande, formally welcomed all attendees to 2023 OSDNA Convention. She expressed profound gratitude and appreciation to everyone that was in attendance and commended the effort of all OSDNA chapter members across North Africa for their continued support and commitment to achievement of goals and missions of OSDNA. Dr. Alayande also used the opportunity to welcome all invited guests and friends of Ogbomoso Sons and Daughters in North America that were in attendance. Special recognition was given to Dr. Solomon Ademola Ishola and his beloved wife, Mrs. Elizabeth Ishola. Dr. Ishola was the former General Secretary of the Nigerian Baptist Convention and also one of the pioneering members of Ogbomoso Kwadako of North Texas, ONPT. Introduction of members and guests was led by the PRO, Mr. Amos Adeyemo, and all attendees were asked to give self-introduction of themselves, including their full names, names of their family house in Ogbomoso, and current place of residence. Also, their OSDNA chapter's affiliation, if applicable. The introduction was immediately followed by rendition of both America and Nigerian national anthem, as well as Ogbomoso Agility anthem. Chapter report. Representatives from each of Dallas, Delaware, New York, and Atlanta chapters reported on activities of their respective chapters for the year 2023. Dr. Oyedotun Oyekola of Atlanta, Georgia expressed appreciation to the members of OSDNA Executive Council for the effort in bringing the chapter back to OSDNA after a long while. He further used the opportunity to reflect on the loss of their founding members, Dr. Victor Akade, who passed away during the year 2023, and appreciated the support provided by members of OSDNA during the burial of the deceased. Chapter report. New York chapter representative gave report about their support for the following organizations in Ogbomoso land: the Blood Center, Motherless Home, and the Health Center. The help was not actually given in details. Mrs. Deborah Oyugoke of Dallas chapter reported that the chapter is constructing an emergency medical center building at the General Hospital located in Sunsun, Arowo Male area of Ogbomoso. She further noted that the chapter is also committed to their yearly donation of $1,000 and food items to the residents of Ogbomoso Medical Center, formerly known as Leper Colony, to cater to their needs, or to the needs of the children there, including paying for their school fees. In addition, Mrs. Oyeboke highlighted some local activities that the chapter performed in Dallas metropolitan area. An example of such activities is Operation Feed the Homeless. Dr. Matthew Yoda of Delaware chapter reported that because the chapter is very new, they are currently facing certain challenges of recruiting and retaining committed members. He appealed to incoming executive members to assist the chapter in any possible way so that they can continue to further the mission he does not want the chapter of Delaware to die. Mr. Aderemi, Aderitor of New England chapter, reported that the chapter is also facing some challenges at the moment and promised that everything will be resolved before the next convention. No report was received from the remaining OSDNA chapters. Children presentation. The children group, led by Mrs. Janet Ojo and Mrs. Aisha Oladeji, performed series of cultural presentations in Yoruba language to entertain the audience. Dinner and entertainment of attendees. Various kinds of Nigerian foods were served, including our favorite Ogbomoso signature food, amala and gbegiri. Closing. The fun-filled pre-convention day eventually came to a close at around 10:55 p.m. Central Time. Attendees, the estimated number of people in attendance for day one pre-convention was around 120 people, including children. Are there questions, omissions? Is there any questions or omissions from the pre-convention night minute? If there are none, can somebody please move for adoption of the minute?
I, Moses Lai Duroshawu of Dallas, Ogbomoso Parapọ̀ of North Texas, who was very present from the beginning to the end, attested to the recording that it was totally full and contained all events that did happen. I therefore move that the minute be adopted.
You will have somebody second.
The motherless homes, and the third one is the health center. Nta ṣe fún wọn ní ọdún yìí, lórí pé ibi ń pa àwọn tó wà ní àwọn tó wà ní health center. Ibi ń pa wọn. Actually, February of this year, we go more pay a visit to that center. We just operate a mark for each resident. It's 1 a day. We carry one for the whole day. So this year alone, we our food items was 750,000 for them. So they are helping a lot, and as to plan to do more. Then second, the party blind center, or the gate one. But I want to road, but I want to gate in the hotel. But I want to go to the gate to the sun. Sharing one will gate. But I want to metro and I want the gate here as soon as possible. So we still embarking. We Bashima gate here. Okay. And the motherless home, and if you want name they need painting. Because our painting, our painting, what only need painting. So I will try to paint some of the building for them. So we still have activity estimate from of 1.1 million, but we still see we can lower it down so we can repaint the building for them. And one important thing that they don't embark latiship for our Ogbomoso indigenous so on the Black Dog after offer one scholarship. At least the about 5 of them started for scholarship. So I reject one I have marked for years $500. So I was student for I'm 100,000. At least I'm gonna help about five students. The idea they help one lot of kind when you look one day progress very well. So So I'm planning to embark on giving each student 100,000 naira annually. That's our report from the York chapter. Thank you.
The next chapter is New England. Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe pápá sí.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé. Àwọn New York ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, àwọn New York ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán, àwọn kan náà ní grand ní ìsìn ẹjọ́. New England, àwa a gbìyànjú láti ṣe àwọn nǹkan pẹ́pẹ̀pẹ́ tá a rò wípé yóò wúlò fún wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, pàápàá jùlọ fún àwọn ọmọ wa. Tí a bá ṣe àkíyèsí dáadáa, ibi tí oníkálukú wa ti wá, àwọn iléèwé tá a lọ, pàápàá jùlọ iléèwé alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀, àwa tá a bá lọ iléèwé ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, a rí pé gbogbo àwọn iléèwé yẹn ló ti dà lápá, kò yọ kankan sílẹ̀. Ká ní alu projector ni tàbá fi slide yẹn hàn yín kẹ́ rí àwọn iléèwé Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ yẹn, àánú ó ṣe yín. Àwa wá gùn lórí pé n tá àmọ́ ṣe lọ kọ́nà ọmọ dìwà lọ kí ṣù sì mọ́ dà wá lágara. A fẹ́ máa tún àwọn iléèwé yẹn ṣe, apá wa ò lè kà, ṣùgbọ́n èyí tá a bá ṣe ó kúrò ń bẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. Báwọn chapter mi náà bá tún dìde kan máa ṣe nǹkan báyẹn, a rò pé n tó wúlò ni. N tó bí èròǹgbà yìí ni pé a rí àwọn àkọjáde tí a rí àwọn ọmọ ọdún 12, ọdún 10 tí bàbá ọdẹ fún lóyún torí wípé kò lè skul ní ó yẹ kó lọ, ṣùgbọ́n torí pé òjò ń rọ̀ kò síbi táwọn ọmọ yẹn máa dúró sí. Bàbá yẹn ó dẹ̀ take advantage ọmọ yẹn l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ torí pọ́mọ yìí ò lè lọ sí skul ni, ó sì ṣe wá láàánú gan. Ọ̀pọ̀ báyẹn ló wà tá a gbọ́ nǹkan kan nípa wọn. So àkọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú iléèwé tí wọ́n ń pè ní Orí Òkè Basic School Dára. Tẹ́ bá rí agbé àwòrán yan OSDNA sí nígbà tá a tún lè ṣe. A tún ti gùn lé ibi tí president ti wá, Bọ́láńtà DC School ní Mashifa. Ibẹ̀ la tún ti owó ti wà ńlẹ̀, àwọn tiẹ̀ ti ra gbogbo material tí wọ́n fi tún bẹ̀ yẹn ṣe. Àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tá a máa ń gbé ká tó lè ṣerú ẹ̀ ni pé ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ fún wa láṣẹ. Àkọ́kọ́ máa ń gba àṣẹ lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba láti ṣe irú nǹkan báyẹn. Tẹ́ bá rí àwọn àwòrán yẹn yóò wù gbogbo wa náà lórí. Ní tí gbogbo wa lè ṣe ni bàbá ń fojú wo wípé iṣẹ́ ńlá ni, kò ṣe iṣẹ́ ńlá kan lọ títí. Tí a bá mú $2,000 lọ́wọ́, mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé ibi tí ó ṣiṣẹ́ dé lórí àwọn iléèwé yẹn, bó bá ṣe rúfin lásán lẹ lè ṣe, yóò lọ ọ̀nà tó jìn. Àwọn èròǹgbà tí wà nìyẹn, níta lè fẹ́ máa ṣe lọ nìyẹn.
The next chapter is Delaware. Anybody from Delaware?
Missed the flight. Just open.
The next one is Washington, D.C.
lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ náà mo kọ́kọ́ gbogbo lé yàtọ̀ díẹ̀ wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ Washington DC, and the reason is simple. This is the 20th years tí parapọ̀ Washington DC ti wá sí convention last, and this happened to be the venue of the convention that particular year. So I think it's a great pleasure for Washington DC to be here today. To add to that, the plan is on the way for the payment of 125 students across Ogbomoso for the payment of their WAEC. Also, we are considering renovating most of the schools that are in bad shape. This is the little one we put our on for now. Thank you.
The next chapter is Georgia. Georgia chapter.
Ẹ kú jókòó, ẹ kú dìde, ẹ kú àbáṣe. A dúpẹ́ fún Olódùmarè tó fún wa ní àǹfààní láti péjọ fún convention yìí again. Èmi ni representative Georgia chapter. Orúkọ mi again ni Timothy Oyedotun Oyekola, and I will be speaking a little bit English. Nígbà tá a wá sí convention ní last year, a mọ̀ wípé a di pé a máa gba convention ní ọdún yìí, but gbogbo Ọlọ́run náà ni ló ṣe bó ṣe ṣe. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ fún wa ní àǹfààní láti gba convention yìí. Láti gbàdá ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti ṣe convention last year yẹn, àti sáré sásókè sásódò just to make sure that this convention will be hospitable and hopefully a welcoming space for all of you that will be attending the convention. Mọ̀ pé ti kábíyèsí á dàbò ṣe rí, àdèmọ̀ wípé gómìnà náà wọ́n lè parapọ̀ mọ́ wa bí wọ́n ṣe ń pàṣípọ̀ fún wọn pọ̀. So nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe rí bó ṣe rí, àti múra láti gbìyànjú láti make sure pé convention yìí ó lọ déédéé. A lè dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run bó ṣe ń lọ láti gbà tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọ̀sán yìí. Nígbà tí a gbọ́ wípé nǹkan ò lọ déédéé ní Nàìjíríà, pé àwọn èèyàn wa ń sọ́fà, ni ọ̀kan nínú wa ló sọ fún wa wípé ó yẹ ká lè ṣe nǹkan s'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Lóòótọ́ gbogbo fókọ̀sì wa really for the last year has been really to hold this convention to make sure that we are able to provide again hospitable environment for all of you that will be attending. The laba decide wípé a máa ṣe nǹkan s'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. A gbọ́ pé ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn wa l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, àwọn ìṣòro oúnjẹ jẹ, pé oúnjẹ wọ́n, tó laba ní at least we do something. So máa pe ọ̀kan nínú àwọn èèyàn wa ní Georgia chapter kó wá ṣàlàyé fún wa. Wọ́n ní wọ́n bá wa lọ s'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Nígbà tí wọ́n lọ s'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe akitiyan láti make sure pé àwọn èèyàn wa l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ wọ́n fún wọn ní oúnjẹ. So wọ́n á sọ yẹn, and then later tí wọ́n bá sọ yẹn tẹ̀ máa tún padà wá láti wá ṣe the remainder of the report. Mrs. Falade Emabo.
Kí gbogbo wa kó àbọ̀ sí Atlanta Georgia. Àkọ́kọ́ náà mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹ́ ní sùúrù pẹ̀lú wa. À ń ṣọ́ọ̀kù láti rí pé gbogbo yín ló jẹ. Ẹ sì jẹun, ẹ yò. So ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀. So mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ìpàdé yìí wá sí Ògúnṣẹ́. I remember in Dallas, we were thinking who we host, and eventually our Atlanta one, and I pray that will enjoy Atlanta before you leave in Jesus' name. Allah will be a lot better than today. So I was sent to, I went to Ogbomoso in March, and I spent at least, I think, 2 weeks in Ogbomoso. So when I got there, the chapter felt that we should go and do something. We've been doing that in the past, to be candid. At the Rao, you see leprosy, we spent about $1,000, like 2 years, the leprosy center. Then, when I went in March, I went to Casey home, I went to leprosy home, I went to plant center. Then we also plan to give the widows and widowers some things, some items. So when I go to those places, they all said that their main needs presently was food. So I spent about 1 point something million. We bought like 6 bags of beans and rice. Then when we went to Casey home, they also requested for like a cylinder for one of their sons that is now in university. He needed that to be able to cook in the dormitory. Then we also buy some bags of charcoal for them. You're going to see the video tomorrow. It's already been downloaded. So we gave them rice and beans, we packed it. Especially at the plant center, it was packed by Reverend Akao and lawyer Abiodun. They both helped me when I got them. So we distributed food for everybody. And at our house, office at Ogbomoso, that's where we distributed to the widows and widowers. They all came, we gave them food. So I pray that God will continue to help each chapter to help Ogbomoso, and God will help all of us. So that's what Atlanta, Georgia chapter did this year. God bless you all.
So we are very grateful for what we have been able to do for Ogbomoso. Georgia chapter has always been involved in terms of its deliberate and intentional attempt to make a measurable contribution to Ogbomoso, and we will continue to do so with the help of God. So continue to pray for us that we will continue to focus our chapter on the mission. Mission one and the fun ìlọsíwájú ìlú wa àti ara wa, because bá a ṣe fún ìlú wa ló yẹ ká mọ̀ ṣe fún ara wa. And so we thank God for what we have been able to do this year. And again, as Mrs. Falade said, please bear with us and know that the food issue has been a question, so hopefully we will get it right. If not tonight, at least we will get it right tomorrow. So bear with us. It's taken quite a bit of effort, quite a bit of work to get us here, and we're grateful that you're here safe and sound, and that God will continue to bless the remainder of our time together as we continue to deliberate as Ogbomoso. Thank you for being here, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much. The next chapter is Miami. Florida.
Gbogbo ilé mi rò pé mo ní report kan lọ títí because our president wà wọ́n ìgbà tá a ti ṣe convention 25th anniversary a kàn ṣèpàdé bíi 2 or 3 times la ṣèpàdé unfortunately a couple of our members they were àwa tá wà ní Miami nìkan náà là ń ríra wa àwọn tó wà away from Miami àkùdẹ́ ṣe gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Miami wa náà ló participate so we haven't been able to achieve much but Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́ currently our president is also in Nigeria so need much and like I said I don't have much to tell the Ijoko right now but by the grace of God we are going to be up and about.
Amen. The next chapter now is Winnipeg, Canada. Winnipeg, Canada. It seems there's no representation there. Anybody from Toronto, Canada? Okay, this concludes the chapter representatives report. Yeah. Okay, Dallas chapter.
The last for the best.
Yeah, the last for the best. You're right.
Dallas, up Dallas.
Up Dallas.
Apọ̀ àwọn yòókù wa ń ta ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Wá sí láwọn tó wà ní Dubai. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé Dallas yẹn. So, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ náà fún ibi tí Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ dé ní ipa mission wa ní ìlú Dallas. So, the same thing tá à ń ṣe náà la ṣe ń continue láti ṣe. So ìtì bá gbàgbé ẹjọ́ àwọn supporters mi ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi fi kún the colony leopard a máa ń fún wọn ní tuition fee every year gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn lọ school bẹ́ẹ̀ àti Christmas gift gbogbo ẹ̀ a máa ń ṣe yẹn àti maintain yẹn then a máa ń ṣe ní wọ́n ní ilé láti ń kó ẹ̀sọ́ ní Dallas àwà pàápàá a máa ń ṣe homeless a máa ń visit àwọn homeless a lọ fún wọn lóúnjẹ a fún wọn ní aṣọ a fún wọn ní gbogbo inú wọn dẹ̀ wọ́n ń do fat wọ́n máa ready láti receive wọn àtàbà lọ. Then the biggest one tá à ń ṣe gbogbo wa náà la mọ̀ pé owó tí ó ti gbówó ní Nàìjíríà. So hospital, patient hospital, a whole hospital and she emergency department, teaching hospital soon. Òun là ń ṣe pẹ̀lú gbọ́lọ̀ àti fẹ́ parí ẹ̀. Ó sì pọ̀ náà díẹ̀ bọ̀dá ti rẹ̀. Ṣé bàbá lè sọ fún wa bí tá a ṣe dé tó láwọn ẹsẹ̀ ti Nàìjíríà dé ni? Wọ́n ti rẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ tóbi náà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà lámọ̀ rí lọ́la.
A kí wa kú ìpàdé yìí. Ìjẹta nítòótọ́ ni mo ṣẹ̀ dé padà sí ìlú Amẹ́ríkà. I was at the General Hospital and I was conducted around by the director of the hospital. Ibi tí a ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí dé, apá fẹ́ kún wa, and we are requesting from all and sundries, because it is not for you, it might not be for you, don't let me say it's not for you. It might not be for you, nor for me, but for our relations. This is the biggest single building in the whole hospital there. And in fact, if you get to the hospital, you are not likely to say it is an hospital. You are not likely to say this is an hospital. But I was made to understand that the governor, through the hospital management board or whatever, is trying to do something regarding to the fencing of that place. In fact, it's an eyesore to say it is an hospital. It is totally an eyesore. I, as a person, would not even regard it as a secondary school. But the workers there are trying their very best. So project wa níbẹ̀, ìgbà tí mo wọ bẹ̀, it was over 50 goats. Ewúrẹ́ no habitate ibẹ̀. Owó, everything has gone up too much. We have roofed it, but there are so many other things to be done there. So please, if you know a 501k or whatever that can assist, we need all assistance. The fund required there is enormous. I will estimate something in the neighborhood of about 30 to 50 million naira for us to complete that project. And you know, all of us, you see us, we come here, we do our best, but we will require assistance from all and sundries. Ẹni bá mọ organization tó lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́, a béèrè fún ìrànlọ́wọ́. It is a major task, very major. Thank you.
Regarding our gift tí a fún àwọn èèyàn nílé, àkíyèsí wa ni pé, for example, Dallas gbàtà lọlé, a fún àwọn school ní nǹkan ní ṣe Ìjẹ̀rù. Washington wọ́n lọlé wọn mọ̀ pé Dallas ti lọ, àwọn náà lọ sí Ìjẹ̀rù, the same place wọ́n lọ pín nǹkan. I just want to call our attention to it. While our different chapters are doing all those things, there should be like inter-relating information, so that it won't be that we're passing all those things just to a certain area without helping others. God will help us.
Ká tó lọ sí number 7, general discussion. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí rọ̀ gbogbo wa. Tomorrow is the main focus. Tomorrow is the main convention. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, there's nothing like African time. Registration opens 9 in the morning and it closes by 10. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Olúwa ni mo fi bẹ̀ gbogbo wa. Let us be punctual. Àwọn Ìgbò máa sọ pé punctuality is the soul of business. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo rọ̀ yín ni o, please don't oversleep. 9 o'clock, let's get there on time. We start the registration 9 a.m. and the registration closes exactly 10 o'clock. I'd like to close the registration 10 o'clock. We'll kick off with our program. So Joe, we'll throw on one more time. Let's be there on time. Okay. I will the program. Yeah, it's there. I think it's just about 20 minutes drive from here to the main venue. But you tell about moving at the end of today's exercise, and the leader, because the secretary, I'm a free address. So the floor is going to be open for short speeches from participants. But then, John, can't prolong. Actually, I will pick like 2-3 people. You know.
A kú ìpàdé ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o, ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àti màmá mi, ẹ̀yin ẹgbẹ́ mi àti ẹ̀yin àbúrò mi gbogbo. Mo kàn fẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ Zelle information ẹ̀ àti post ẹ̀ sí orí platform in case tí èèyàn bá need, ẹni tó bá need tó fẹ́ Zelle owó sí wa. So just for you to be aware. Thank you. Want to announce already contact the treasurer, Mr. Remi Adewale, or financial secretary, that's myself, Dr. Ajala Olupega.
Follow-up question. Yes. Our
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Quickly, we won't register because wanting to go on sure. Thank you so much. God bless.
As a point of correction, as regards the registration at about 9 o'clock, the registration continues until the main program begins. Because I think Bawolo, so as very strict in terms of so come on, if we 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, we will still wait for you. Come on, 12 no later. As you are going on, full loss what you know, so it takes a lot of money to organize this kind of convention. So, for the people who are and Tiraka, just to sustain this organization and keep it going. We are all making sacrifices here and there. So I'm much important. So if I belong to any chapter, please endeavor to give us your $100 for registration. Thank you so much. So now I will have short speeches. I will nominate 1, 2, 3 people. Thereafter, we'll go to general comments, recommendation, then questions and answers. So, any volunteer? Short speeches. Job as a volunteer, okay, sir.
Orúkọ mi ni Josiah Adégbèga Ìlọrin. California ni mo ti wá. Ẹnìkan ló kàn sọ fún mi pé program yìí máa wáyé. Àwa tá a wà ní California bóyá ẹgbẹ́ wà ní Texas lọ àwọn mọ́tò. Mo confirm yẹ fún ilé rí. Mo pe àwọn bíi mélòó kan tí mo mọ̀ tán close mọ́ mi wípé project báyìí mọ̀ náà wọ́n ní kò sẹ́ni tó sọ fáwọn àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tó ń pẹ̀. Now nǹkan tí mo wá fẹ́ sọ sí ni pé I'm ready láti ṣe anything to help and I'm in a position to tell you today pé àwọn ọmọ ìpọ̀nsọ̀ tó wà ní California they are united. Okay, the only problem we have is the way to consolidate our effort. Okay, to see that our contribution to the development of promotion is very, very important. You know, our kind of promotion be that you know, in Katua local to anybody learning America be back. When it's up to me like you know, they can watch me. Ìfẹ́sí ògùn ọ̀sọ̀jú àwọn táwà ní California la kí ló wá dé tí èfi jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pọ̀ òkè mi mú volunteer láti wá fúnra mi nígbà tí wọ́n sọ pé ní màá wá síbi conference mo fẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pọ̀ kò dé kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ti wà ní California for over 20 years okay kò sẹ́nìkan tó sọ nǹkan kan nípa program ògùn ọ̀sọ̀ báyìí. Inú akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ individually àjọ ń pàdé ká gbé afẹ́ kú mọ́ àbí afẹ́ sí kankan afẹ́ sí ìyàwó à ń sì yẹn fúnra wa voluntarily ni kò sí pé bóyá consolidate ara wa as a unit so mo kàn ń bẹ̀ yín àwọn míì tún wà l'Amẹ́ríkà bíi tó yẹ kí wọ́n mọ̀ nípa nǹkan tó ń gbọ́ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Okay, máa kú bẹ̀yìn president ẹ make an effort láti rí pé ẹ contact àwọn ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ibikíbi tí wọ́n wà l'Amẹ́ríkà bí. Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ jẹ́ tó ṣe pàtàkì lọ́kàn wa. A fẹ́ kí ìlọsíwájú wà gbogbo pálapàla tó lọ láàrin mùsùlùmí nǹkan gbogbo yẹn ló ń wọ́n nú. A dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ find solution. I want to say privately on our own. Individually, we've been doing our very best. But to collectively, you know, it's an insult. Way back to the 50s, to the 60s. The dark called Maru, Nigeria, Commander Kogumeso, move forward so yeah. Kusini, the Badakweko, Ibadan, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ni lótú Kánò lẹ́tí sí kíni ká tó lọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ kí ló ń wá lórí ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa ó tó àsìkò láti gbéra lẹ̀ Olúwa ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Fún àfikún nǹkan táwọn dáàdi wa sọ màá recommend member kan fún yín is from California, Dr. Kole Adegbite. So ẹ track ẹ ráwọn dáàdi o. Everyone. Yeah, he's one of our very strong members. So, Daddy Dr. Kula Adegbite, I want to
Okay. Yeah, my name is Dr. Ilori. Yes, that's my name.
Thank you for coming. So, Daddy, and make it very brief.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run, and what Dr. Ilori has just said, I have been a member and an attending member at least up to 10 times. And each year, I always emphasize, if you know anybody who is an Ogbomoso, be he or she young or old, give the name to me. We had Mama Agba, who was deceased about a year plus ago. Lọ́dọ̀ wa, tá a bá ti dárúkọ fún Mama pe ẹni yẹn, she was our ambassador. A pe ẹni yẹn, a kí ilé wọn, just to join. A ní kí gbogbo wa, kò sẹ́ni tí ò mẹ́nìkan, tí ò mẹ́nìkan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi phone number, orúkọ yẹn àti phone number, bàbá mọ email rẹ̀, ká fi síbẹ̀. Ká send yes, the secretary or to any other person, such that gbàtà bá pè lẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ni tí ọ̀dà ẹ̀ẹ̀kejì ńgbọ̀ bá yẹ ọ̀nà òrùnú pé àwọn Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ mà ló ń pè mí gbogbo wa la mọ ọmọ kan àbí ọmọ méjì ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wo fi ṣe iṣẹ́ fi ṣe iṣẹ́ ni bàbá ti kúrò bí ìdáyà èyí ló fa tí bàbá sọ. I have talked to people in California who said, àwọn pé àwọn èèyàn kan, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ nìkankan. It is not right. Bàbá ní Ohio, each time the Adedoko's or who, they talk to you. So, ẹ jọ̀wọ́ gbogbo wa pátápátá ẹni tá a bá mọ̀ tó jẹ́ ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, kì bá aṣọmọdé, kì bá aṣọmọléèwé pàpà, because there are so many people coming here for their postgraduate studies. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi orúkọ àti phone number wọn ká fi fún secretary tàbí fún ẹnìkan tá a mọ̀. Wípé bàbá wípé as media we have email address, we have WhatsApp address. So please let people distribute this to others such that we will have more membership. Thank you all.
Excuse me. I want to comment on our brother's comment concerning. I want to comment on our brother's comment concerning what is going on in Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, especially Muslim, Christian. It is unfortunate that it has gone that far. But we should know very well that it is in the mind of the Hausa Fulani to Islamize, and this Islamization continues in selecting Obas in Ogbomoso, Baales in Ogbomoso, to be Muslims. Even politicians going to the House of Rep, going into the House of Senate. If you follow the trend of events today in the YouTube, one time there was a problem with Iya Osun in Ilorin. She was victimized and was changed to a Muslim and was sent to Mecca. Then Tali Olorun, a person from Ibadan, was arrested, taken to Ilorin, put in the prison, tried to combat him, but he said no, he will not be combated. He is a traditional religionist. Not that alone. There's another case of Muhyiddin in Ilorin that was cared for by the Agbada Gabriel. Is in mess. Another one is that of Imam of Ogbomoso and our Oba. What is there is that of Ogbomoso, one, the Muslims have a tragedy for Ogbomoso. But our Christians, those of us who work in the north, they understand their scheme. It is a scheme going on in Ogbomoso. It is a scheme, but unfortunately, they are failed. It is a scheme going on. So our brother is correct. That is not the spirit we started with in Ogbomoso. We didn't know any Christian or any Muslim or anybody. We were one. But now, it's different. Power from Ilorin, Emirates, Ogbomoso. Power from Iwo and onto Ogbomoso, and so on. So, let us continue to educate our people concerning this.
Thank you so much. Oluwaba Alore Niyo. So, general question and answer. If you have questions, yeah, but don't narrate it to me.
Before the question, wọ́n ní kí aran gbogbo alẹ́ ti pé ìdí tí a fi kóra wa jọ as ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Sons and Daughters in North America is to see how we can collaborate in assisting our Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ land. You know, wọ́n ní òótọ́ ní pé a fẹ́ ìjà Muslim Christian, but it's a little bit above what the purpose of this organization is. Tí a bá fẹ́ ṣe intervention in terms of Muslim Christians from Titowa Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, which we all care for, because we all have relatives who are either Muslims or Christians. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ẹ̀ ní àárín Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Ẹgbẹ́ yìí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká digress from our main purpose of the establishment. Tí ó bá di lọ́la, and the fẹ́ kí question of Muslim and Christian could dominate the convention wa. Ẹ ṣé gan.
So, question and answer session. Go ahead, sir. Oh. Ẹjọ́ ṣókí ni o. Ṣókí.
Timothy Bamidele. My question goes strictly to the issue of electricity in Ogbomoso. For years now, life you lulu from Ari pé kí n sọ pé kò síná l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Ǹjẹ́ ìgbésẹ̀ kan wà tí ìpéjọpọ̀ yìí lè gbé lórí ọ̀nà tí ìtẹ̀síwájú fi lè gbà bá iná l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Mo rí wípé bàbá wa Ṣọ̀ún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n ìjà ní ẹni tó lè là wá lóye lórí ibi tíṣẹ́ dé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ iná l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Thank you.
Does anybody has a response to his question?
Omotola Babatunde lorúkọ mi. Regarding what our brother just asked, and I just want to say, since we have TNA combo through governor, there are some projects that we cannot solve as a body here. Such questions can be directed to that person coming on behalf of the governor, because I mean our amenities belongs to the government and it's their duty to do that. God help us.
Orúkọ mi ni Praise Sunday Adéyẹmí Rìlíà. Èmi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Òun ni mo kàn ní one question ni mo rìn káàkiri l'Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. Mo wá rí àwọn boreholes tá a ṣe. Two of them tí mo take particular notice of. Mo ní pé wọn ò ṣiṣẹ́. I was there for about a week. Mo fi lọ every day láti lọ bọ àwọn boreholes yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi size bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn la donate yẹn. OSDNA ló donate àwọn boreholes yẹn sí àwọn area yẹn, tó mi wá mọ̀ bóyá ní àwọn reason tí wọ́n fi ṣiṣẹ́ ni àbí ẹni tó wà in charge àwọn boreholes tá a ṣe fún àwọn táwọn tí ò lè ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn bóyá èèyàn kan ló wà in charge yẹn ni, because àwọn ará àdúgbò yẹn wọ́n ló mímẹ̀ tó yẹ ò lè ṣiṣẹ́.
Ṣé borehole tẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣé OSDNA ló ṣe borehole yẹn ní àdúgbò wo ni?
Ládùúgbò wo ni?
Àdúgbò wo ni?
Area bíi ti Lagos restaurant.
I'm not in a better position to answer this question.
Àdúgbò ti sàdún wọn lẹ́nu.
Lókè ṣẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́ ló wà ní Lagos.
Dr. Lai.
Èmi ò morúkọ.
Ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ dàbí arúmọlé. Anyway, ìtọ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìtí òfin egbò kọ́mọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ òun ni wípé number one, àwọn tá a fi síbẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá jó lóòótọ́ nípa maintaining the plan tó generate iná, owó tí a bá ń pa ń bẹ̀ tí a bá ń yára wọn tí a bá ń ná ènìyàn ló fi another one tó wá ní fault tí wọ́n rìpọ́ọ̀tù fún wa nítorí pé wọ́n ti náwó tó yẹ kí wọ́n lò láti lè fi dìbísì tí ò fi jẹ́ tó ti yé wa.
Hello. So I know during my tenure there's about like 6 boreholes that were constructed. So the rule ni pé a kọ fún wọn. Tabale to kọ fún wọn, and all those boreholes had generator. Kò sílẹ̀ takọ́tà àfi generators. And then I gbé fún wọn. They have to be one person. We have Bali or somebody. They give us because I don't know nílẹ̀. So there's somebody that's supposed to take care of it. So we had a licensing officer that will now go time to time just to check. They're supposed to maintain it themselves. Around me, one by 10 cents, 20 cents. Don't buy no one, don't call me. So, Kato Bere, the about pictures, Amani rules. Allo Babale testify. Allo commission it. For new rules and regulations concerning this bubble. Then the only thing about where all short for Nipe licensing of Satani was sick. He was one that used to go like to monitor and make sure that the people they are accountable. So it's not that we're going to build a bubble and be maintaining for them. They agree. We'll build it for them, but we'll go time to time to check in to make sure that it's running. So, and this one is so surprising, 2021 like coinly because we put the year on it.
Let me take a look.
Ẹ ṣé sà, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àti mọ̀mọ́ mi pé a kú pàdé yóò ní já ṣe mọ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi yàtọ̀ sí bọ́ọ̀. Mo kàn fẹ́ béèrè ni pé kí ni Ọlọ́run fún àwọn bàbá wa ṣe? Kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ bá wa ṣe nípa àwọn tírélà tó máa ń gba àárín Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ kọjá tó ti pé tí wọ́n bá tí ì dé Takí break wọn ò ní fail.
Let me give you an answer. Please, 1 second. The whole of last weekend, the whole of last weekend, you will be in Ilorin or you will be in Ọ̀yọ́. Nígbà tí trailer wọ́n ní container yẹn ṣubú níbẹ̀. Ìgbà tẹ́mi gan bọ̀ sí ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ní Tuesday yẹn torí pé ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ ní gbogbo inú oko ni mo láti máa gbà láti dé ilé mi ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. The only solution, as I've always said, is when something fails, aggression follows. Bí ká dí ọ̀nà yẹn fún odidi oṣù kan pé ẹnìkan kò ní kọjá sẹ́ẹ̀. L'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ láti má gba àárín ìlú, àwọn South Local Government Council wọ́n ti lọ pé ọkọ̀ wọn fi dínà torí wọ́n ní bí wọ́n bá gba àárín ìlú àti àárín ìlú náà ó bàjẹ́. Nọ́ọ̀tì náà gbogbo wọn náà lọ ṣe yẹn. Over the weekend I was there. It's not that they told me. I was physically present. Torí pé mo jẹ́ ọmọ Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ mo mọ inú oko tí mo lè gbà ni. Some people are there. They said they've been there for more than 2 days. No movement. Ó fẹ́ dọ́yọ̀ tí ọ̀nà kíni tí wọ́n ló ṣubú níwájú federal government pé ó fẹ́ dé Ìlọrin. Ṣé ẹ rí kábíyèsí nígbà wọn bá dé? Ṣé ẹ rí gentleman ò ní jẹun tó dáa? A ti wà fún gentle jù. Bó bá ṣe lẹ̀ mọ́là ni wọ́n ti gbádà wọ́n ti gbé kèmí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ dí ọ̀nà. Ká dí ọ̀nà yẹn àtòkè àti ìsàlẹ̀ for at least 2 weeks. Káwá wo bí ìjọba ó ṣe nǹkan bí ò ní ṣe nǹkan. Kí ló dé ó ṣe máa gba àárín ìlú lọ tí mo complete ọ̀nà láti tó ìyá 2000.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, we are really running out of time. We are running out of time. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú tí Yorùbá pè é pé kẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀.
Mo kàn fẹ́ sọ fún wa pé ká ní sùúrù, oúnjẹ sì wà lójú ọ̀nà. Accident kan ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi tó ti lọ gbóúnjẹ ni. So case ọkọ̀ tiwa lórí accident, but there is a traffic on the way. So if you haven't eaten, please be patient with us. You're gonna eat. Ẹ má bínú.
President. Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute.
No, àwọn dájú mo ti promise you.
Ẹ ṣé akópàdé o, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ gbé wá o. Orúkọ mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ni Aṣíwájú Isaac Akínwùmí. Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Nàìjíríà ni mo ti wá. But I'm a member of Georgia chapter, but Nàìjíríà mo ń gbé báyìí. Nípa ọ̀rọ̀ borehole, ẹ jẹ́ n kọ́kọ́ sáré sọ yìí. Àwọn àgbà wọn ní tá bá dá aṣọ fọ́lẹ̀ á pa láró. Ọ̀rọ̀ náà ni kókó jù lórí ọ̀rọ̀ borehole. So tá bá máa ṣe àwọn borehole yẹn, ó yẹ ká wá bá ṣe máa ṣe solar sí wọn. Ká má ṣe borehole kankan mọ́, ká ṣe solar sórí àwọn borehole tá ti ṣe. Now, ìkejì ni pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo jẹ́ president Yorùbá community in Benue State for 14 years. Gbà tí mo wà níbẹ̀, a ṣe mọ̀ pé ká máa kọ meeting ní ìbò Yorùbá la fi ń kọ. Mo fẹ́ rọ̀ wá, kí ló dé tí a máa fi Yorùbá kọ minute wa? Bó bá yá yóò mọ̀ wá, a ní ọdún kan láti kọ minute yẹn. So ká ṣe kò kárí láti rí pé minute wa à ń kọ ní Yorùbá. Lastly, bàbá tán wá láti New England, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ primary schools l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́. Ẹ dákun, àwa tẹ̀ ti wá ní one project. Ìjẹ̀rù Baptist Day School ni mo ti jáde primary school. mo fẹ́ rọ̀ wá àwa tá a bá jáde láti Ìjẹ̀rú Baptist Day Primary School ẹ farahàn torí pé I am the interim president for the Ìjẹ̀rú Baptist Day School Students Association oníṣẹ́ tá a fẹ́ gbé ṣe níbẹ̀ yẹn Olúwa Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè yóò sì ràn wá lọ́wọ́ èmi ni class of 1967 ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Okay, so ẹ fẹ́ máa ṣe Ìjẹ̀rú nìkan lẹ fẹ́ máa ṣe àwọn tí bọ́ sí fà kọ́ àwọn tí ọ̀rẹ́lẹ́ rí kọ́ I'm just joking. Okay, bros, ẹ máa make a very brief for you. This is the last person.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o, orúkọ mi ni Chief Adéyẹmí Dàrè, ọmọ ilé ọlá ilé ìsàdẹ̀ ní Arúmọlé ni mo jẹ́. Mo dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ ìkànnú àwọn ògúnnágbòǹgbò Methodist Church Arúmọlé. I am the immediate past lay president of Methodist Diocese of Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. I served there for 6 good years. Ìgbà tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé there has been something tó ti overdue ká máa ṣe l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ tó dẹ̀ máa mú gbogbo wa wá sílé. Club tèmi belong sí l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́ Old First, one of the, I'm sure some of you know our Landale. With the late Governor Akala. I tried láti kickstart Melu Carnival some years back, but the problem that need to abort along the line was the rift, then between the royal fathers and the late Babawa Seun. So gbogbo kìíní yẹn kò jẹ́ kí everybody can continue, because a fẹ́ make ẹ̀ kó dàbí ti àwọn ojúde ọba Ìjẹ̀bú Òde yẹn ni tó máa gbé gbogbo wa wálé tó dẹ̀ tó máa create tó máa serve as like a tourism tí gbogbo even those of us in the diaspora a mọ̀ pé once in that 1 year a wálé àwọn tó ń tajà wọ́n á tà àwọn tó ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù wọ́n á tà á tún attract more investment sílùú because of that. And when tí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde àtọ́ba Ìjẹ̀bú gbogbo àwọn ọba Ìjẹ̀bú tí wọ́n ń gbádùn nìyẹn. So mo gbọ́ pé something kábíyèsí ti our new kábíyèsí ti buy idea yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ rọ gbogbo wa pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká struggle ká key into it. We need it. Something once a year, like a carnival or whatever, tó máa kó gbogbo wa. Wípé once a year yẹn, aláti wá sílé wá fún activity. So let's key into it, it will be highly appreciated.
Thank you so much. That much I know that kábíyèsí ní plan fún gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ yẹn. One of our members won't lose the charger. So but anybody to move by mistake, please can you return it to the table here?
Actually, the secretary.
So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the pre-convention for 2024. Oluwadeliwasi for the next convention. So now we can have some refreshment, ladies and gentlemen. Ẹ ṣé gan gbogbo yẹ kú dìde o, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ á gbé gbogbo wa o. Thank you so much.
Yóò máa tẹ̀wá síwájú o, àgbo wa yóò máa gùn sí o.
oríire àlùbáríkà lámọ̀bára wa ṣe o ẹkùn ilé o. Orúkọ tèmi ni Ọlágbàmí Ọyádìran ọmọdé ṣínà lóṣùpá ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́. And here is my wife Tóyọ̀sí Ọyádìran ọmọdé ìṣẹ̀gẹ̀gbẹ̀lẹ̀ alùpùpù ní òkè Ìlàkà.
And to God be the glory, I have my small brother here.
Praise the Lord. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the program for this evening. And as I've said earlier on, please, registration starts exactly 9 a.m. We should all be seated before the Kabiyesi comes in.